As viewers of this channel know, I have been mailing AirTags to all the corners of the world. A lot of these AirTags are still traveling to places like Pitcairn Island, Sudan, all 50 states of America, Antarctica, South Africa, New Zealand and Russia. But first, a quick recap of the AirTag traveling around Europe. After mailing it out from my hometown, it went to Bergen in Norway, where my friend Susan showed it around. She mailed the AirTag on to Gibraltar in Iceland, where Gibraltar took the AirTag to some landmarks in Reykjavik. Next stop is Sweden, where Tony received the AirTag. He never took any photos, but he did forward it to its next destination. The AirTag is going to a small town near Belgrade in Serbia named Velika Plana. Only 17% of Serbians have an iPhone, so picking up the AirTag might have some challenges. The route the AirTag took is kind of a mystery. I know after Tony mailed the AirTag with DHL, I picked it up at Leipzig Airport in Germany, and the next time when I picked it up, it was when its host received it in Velika Plana. Miladin took the AirTag on a tour around Belgrade. When Miladin was done with the AirTag, he and his family went to the post office to send it off to its next destination. The AirTag's next stop is a small countryside village named Tring in England. About half of the mobile phone users in the United Kingdom are iPhone users, so it should be no problem picking up the AirTag there. After Miladin had dropped off the AirTag at the post office, I only picked it up once in Belgrade. It then took an Air Serbia flight from Belgrade to London Heathrow. After arriving in London, I picked up the AirTag a couple more times before it was delivered in Tring. Its host Tony showed the AirTag some of the English countryside before dropping it in a red mailbox in Watford. Another small town coming up, this time Broxburn in Scotland. It's a small town near Edinburgh. I picked up the AirTag a couple more times before it reached Stansted Airport in London. It took a cargo jet flight to Edinburgh, and after spending some time in distribution centres, it arrived in Broxburn. Its new host Scott took it around some sites in the Edinburgh area. After Scott had his meal at McDonald's, he dropped off the AirTag in a red mailbox towards its next destination. The next stop will include several destinations. Its host Simon will take the AirTag to its workplace in London, and after that it will join him on vacation abroad. The route back to England was similar to the one towards Scotland. It went back to Edinburgh Airport and took a cargo jet flight again to London Stansted. After a couple more pings along the way, it arrived in Ashford at the post office. And then something weird happened. It didn't get delivered. After 2 days we knew why. There wasn't enough postage on the envelope. So Simon got his dog and picked up the AirTag at the post office. The next day he took the AirTag with him to work in London and took a few London by night shots. It was his last day of work before going on vacation. Gibraltar is also known as the Rock. It's a small British territory on the southern tip of Spain. The percentage of iPhone users there is almost identical of that in the United Kingdom. During the flight to Gibraltar, I had a couple of mid-air updates when it flew over France and Spain. Time to see some of Gibraltar and spy on Simon via some public webcams. On Friday, August 20, Simon mailed the AirTag from the main post office in Gibraltar. On Monday the 23rd, it moved to a mail facility on Europort Street, and then nothing seemed to happen. So Simon made a phone call. First they told him that all flights were cancelled due to bad weather, but we could see it was business as usual at the airport. Then a few days later he called again and they said they couldn't find it, and it should be in the UK already. But we could clearly see it was still in Gibraltar. Eventually the AirTag was found. It was simply in the wrong mailbag. It was heading for Ireland instead of Northern Ireland. After this the tracking code updated and nothing happened again. But then 2 days later it arrived at the airport in Gibraltar, and at 4:30 in the afternoon I captured this webcam footage of the actual flight carrying my AirTag taking off. And then just 2.5 hours later I picked it up in London on its way to its next destination, Derry in Northern Ireland. If you want to help making AirTags travel, please contact me at airtagalex@gmail.com, or you can view live updates at travelbyenvelope.com.